Hi everyone, Sierra Thompson, Independent Scentsy Consultant here. I am bringing to you a small basket this week of what I've been warming. I got through not as much this week, but that's okay. Please like and subscribe before we get into this if you like this kind of content. So let's get started on what I've got through that was not wax. I finished a Scentsy Fresh. I don't know if you guys have tried Scentsy Fresh. I love it. I'm going to just give you a few examples of what I use on. So not only like obvious things like the sofa, you know, the floor, the carpets, the bedding. I like to use it in my kids' shoes. I spray it on their backpacks, their jackets. I spray it just like in the closet where our coats are hanging. I spray the whole thing. I spray their stuffed animals, like things that are hard to wash. And then I also use it because we have a cat. I mean, she's very good about keeping herself clean, but I spray it anywhere, kind of in an area where maybe she lays a lot or something like that. I use it on all the fabrics in the home. And shoes are probably my favorite spot to use them, like jackets and shoes, because they just are the things that pick up the smell the most. I feel like my kids' shoes, my teenager, his feet, the shoes get smelly. And the jackets, because they play outside all the time. You know that smell when you go outside and you come back in? Oh, that drives me nuts. I get it now. When my mom used to say, you smell like the outside, I say it to them all the time. You smell like the outside. So I use this on everything all the time. I love it. I finished this one, but I still have, I think, 2 or 3 left. And I think I bought a 3-pack bundle. So I bought this one, black raspberry vanilla, and an odor out. Odor out is nice. It's more of a fresh, like removes the odors, whereas this does remove the odor, but it gives it more of a fragrance than the odor out. Odor out kind of just like eliminates it. So I love this. If you haven't tried it, I recommend you try it. Next, I warmed Darling Dahlia. Now, I had never smelled this before, so like it was a new scent to me. I got it in I think the Love or like floral bundle when there was a flash sale like a few months ago, I believe. I only got the bundle because I wanted All You Need Is Love. Got 1 bar of that. 1 bar in the bundle. And that's the whole reason I bought it. But I actually really like Darling Dahlia. It is a floral, but it's a fruity floral, which I did not realize. I was pretty shocked by that. It is, oh, so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh gosh, it's so good. It's like, it's sweet. It's more sweet and fruity than floral, which I love. I am a fan of like scents that are not super crazy powdery. I'm not a huge fan of florals, but this is a fruity floral. And I feel like it has, I don't know if it's citrus. It's like a tart sweet scent. Oh, so pretty. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Now, it's not like a super long-lasting scent. I think I had it in my bedroom and it was 2 days. 2 days, that's it. So not super long-lasting, but fantastic, wonderful. I wouldn't like buy a ton of it, but I would repurchase it. It's pretty good. Okay, so I warmed some testers. I warmed Summer Holiday out here in my living room area. I only had 2 testers, so I warmed it in the warmer that's kind of central, right in the middle, to see how it did. And it actually was very strong for the first 12 hours, so that was pretty impressive. It's a floral scent, but it is sweet, a sweet floral, but it's a little powdery. And it was strong, like I said, that first day. After that, it died down a lot. Like I can barely smell it now, but it was good for that first full 24 hours of warming. I warmed Pink Sugarberry Mint in my daughter's room. It is still going strong. That's been in there for about 2 days now, and it's still going pretty strong. It is probably it's in the bakery category is what I would assume. Bakery or fruity. I feel like they always put, like sugar is a bakery. It doesn't smell like a bakery. It's just really sugary sweet. So I feel like that's why this would be in the like bakery category, but it's really just like cotton candy type vibes, and prettier when it's warming though than when it's in that, because I kind of get a weird funky after like hint of after smell. Like, I don't know what it is. It's weird because when I smell it, I can almost taste it, like a weird taste. I don't know. It's weird to explain, but it's wonderful when it's warming. But it definitely gives me a weird like taste in my mouth when I smell it. I don't know what that is. I warm Sand Swept in my son's room. Sand Swept is this pretty blue color. It smells like soap to me. I think it's supposed to be like salty air with a hint of like citrus. I feel like there's some citrus in there. Like it's not a sweet citrus though. It's like it brightens it. It smells like clean air, like soapy though. And I actually was not a huge fan of it, but I put it in my son's room and it smells fantastic in his room. So see, that's why sometimes you might say you don't think you like it and then you warm it and it surprises you. It was very nice in there. It was fresh. It made his room smell like really nice. And I was kind of impressed by it. I like it. And I feel like this would be great to mix because I said I feel like there's a little bit of like a citrus. You could probably put like a sun-kissed citrus or something like mix a cube to a cube, and that would probably be really nice. It would make it a little sweeter, but it would be probably really good. I warmed Sticky Cinnamon Bun, and this is like cinnamon forward. Very, holy smokes, very cinnamon. It almost caught me off guard. It's so cinnamony, like, oh my God. I did a mixture throughout my living room area of sticky cinnamon bun and fried ice cream. Now, I didn't put them in the same warmer. I did every other warmer. This one is a little less cinnamon forward, but it is still very cinnamon. This reminds me of, if you know Churro. It was available probably 3 or 4 years ago, I feel like now. Gosh, when I say that, it sounds crazy. I think over a summer it was available, and Churro was not super strong. And I think that was the problem with it. People liked it, but it wasn't strong. I wish it would have been stronger. It probably would have lasted in the catalog longer. But this is similar to that. See, I get more cinnamon here now that I'm smelling it like this. It's like along the edge. So they are both very cinnamon based with vanilla. So a good mix, right? They were strong. They were strong. And I feel like Sticky Cinnamon Bun actually lasted a little bit longer. Like this one, the fried ice cream was starting to lose its scent on day 3. Whereas Sticky Cinnamon Bun, I still smelled it in the warmers that it was in. So I just kept it going for a 4th day. Then after that, I took it out. Now, warning that these kind of scents generally will stay in the warmer dish. So you probably have to clean the warmer. Like even though they're light, these were like a tan color in the warmer. But that cinnamon, I think, that oil stains the dish. So I had to clean my warmers after warming both of these. But I mean, 4 days for a bakery, pretty good to me. And I clean my warmer dishes either with all-purpose cleaner or alcohol. Rubbing alcohol is fantastic. I've shared shorts about this. It's the best way to remove the stains. Like just spray a little, you can see it literally lift off the dish and then you can wipe it clean. It's fantastic. And I sometimes just like to do that even if there's not a stain. I like to do that because it makes me feel like maybe I'm getting a little, I don't know, like a film on the bottom of the dish sometimes makes me think that it's gonna hinder the performance. So I like to just clean the warmer dish occasionally anyway, just to make sure that I'm getting the best performance when I put a new scent in. I don't want it mixing with the old scent or not throwing correctly because the heat. I just always like to clean it every now and then. I had cinnamon vanilla. Oh, and it was in with one of these because it's a cinnamon vanilla. It's the same type of cinnamon-based vanilla scent. Vanilla, just, this is a good scent. I like this. I don't know how many people do. I feel like if it's red hot, a lot of people don't like it, but I love cinnamon scents. They're so good to me. Oh, so good. I got through a watermelon tangerine. I told you guys I was warming this before, but I warmed it again in my boys' rooms. It's so good. It's so good. When I first tried this scent, I was like, it's whatever. I don't know why. I go through phases, I guess. When I first tried it, I was like, it's all right. Now I love it. It's so good. I think I'm going to have to stock up. Last year, my favorite was Make a Splash. And this year, I feel like it might be watermelon tangerine. It is giving me like Now and Later watermelon vibes. Now and Later watermelon with a hint of tangerine. Oh, so good. And this lasted for 3 days, I believe. Citrus scents generally last me 3 days, sometimes a little longer if like coconut lemongrass will last a while. But yeah, this lasted for 3 days and then it was done. And I warmed Happy Birthday. This was the last bar I had. I was hoarding this like a crazy lady. And you can see the color of it. You can tell like it's so yellow. I don't know if you can see that. Like it's more yellow than it looks like in the camera too. This was probably a 3-year-old bar. I had it in my club. I got it. And then like, I think I had a few bars and wormed through the other bars. Kept this one. This is, oh, so good. It is like funfetti cake. Oh, it's the whole cakey, like warm, buttery. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Gosh, I'm so sad that I warmed it now. It's such a good scent. And I love it. And I was like, I just need to use it because seriously, like keeping it for so long is getting ridiculous. And it was really changing the color of this. And I just felt like if I didn't use it, I might end up ruining it. And then it wouldn't smell as good when I used it later. So I just went ahead and used it in my kitchen. It was fantastic. It is a great scent. It is strong. It smells delicious. My kids came home and thought I was baking. I was not. But it's a fantastic scent. It's wonderful. It's great. And it lasted, I think it was 3 days for me. And like I said, scents that last 3 days or more are generally ones that I count as long lasting. Like really long lasting would be 4 to 5 days. Those are generally the ones that I like to recommend. Like coconut lemongrass, that's a long lasting. Blueberry cheesecake, it lasts long for me too, like that, like 4 days. But 3 days is pretty good for me, and I'm usually happy with that. If it doesn't last for 3 days, then I count it as, you know, a short scent. But if a scent is strong, at least for the first day, I'm happy. So this is a strong scent, and it would last it a long time. But I don't have any more, so this is my last bar. It makes me a little sad. All right, that is all I warmed this week. I know it was kind of like, what? I did not warm through a lot. I'm probably going to change out my scents today, actually. Get some new scents going on in the whole house. But that was all I've been warming this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Please let me know what you've been warming this week. I've been kind of jumping back and forth between bakery and fruity because the weather is weird. So, and I warm like according to the weather. So just let me know what you guys have been warming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.